Okay, so yes, now today's topic is multi-bagger. The word itself is so very interesting, right? And in today's generation, each one of us are pretty much sanguine about finding multi-baggers, right? We want stock which can be compounded immediately as soon as we enter into that and should replicate the performance it has given over the last 10, 15 years, right? But please understand. I mean, there are plethora of, videos, blogs, websites recommending multi-baggers every single day. But do we get similar sort of performance? I mean, we have seen multi-baggers in the past for the likes of Bajaj Finance in large cap and small cap. You have numerous examples. For instance, Relaxo, for instance, TTK Prestige. Now, these are the companies which has grown over 10, 15 years, right? It took almost like a decade or 2 decades for them to reach up to this level. अब इन कंपनीज में होता क्या है, इनको 10-15 साल लगे हैं. प्लीज 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 अंडरस्टैंड, इन कंपनीज को 15-20 साल लगे हैं यहाँ तक पहुंचने में. हर साल थोड़ा थोड़ा कंपाउंड होके ये यहाँ तक पहुंची हैं. कुछ ऐसे साल भी गए हैं बीच में जहाँ पे कोई रिटर्न नहीं मिला. बट इवेंचुअली इफ यू लुक एट द ओवरऑल हिस्ट्री, यू वुड फाइंड दैट यस, दीज आर द कंपनीज व्हिच हैज गिवन a phenomenal return over the last 10-15 years. Problem कहाँ पे है? As soon as we enter into these companies, we want these companies to replicate the exactly similar performance which it has given over the last 10-15 years immediately after we enter into these companies. But वैसा होता नहीं. Please understand, this company, say for example, Bajaj Finance, more than 2 lakh crore of market capitalization today, right? इस कंपनी को यहाँ तक पहुंचने में सालों लग गए. ठीक है, अब हम चाहते हैं कि ये 2 लाख करोड़ से 4 लाख, 6 लाख, 8 लाख, 10 लाख इमीडिएटली हो जाए. जो चीज 15 साल में हुआ है वो हम चाहते हैं 15 महीने, 15 वीक, 1 साल में हो जाए. बट वैसा होता नहीं है. इट्स नॉट रियलिस्टिक. नाउ सोल्यूशन क्या है? द सोल्यूशन इज finding a company which is starting with a small base and which has all the moat, the qualification, the criteria which is required for a multi-bagger, you know, kind of segment. उस profile में fit होने के लिए there are various criterias, right? Industry should be positive, industry should be futuristic, industry should be new, growing, unique, which has a potential. उसके बाद इंडस्ट्री के अंदर फिर वो कंपनी, दैट कंपनी शुड बी अ मार्केट लीडर इन इट्स रिस्पेक्टिव इंडस्ट्री और अ पोटेंशियल मार्केट लीडर. देयर शुड नॉट बी मच कंपटीशन इन दैट इंडस्ट्री, राइट? सो दैट कंपनी हैज enough room, enough headroom to grow. After that, when you look at market position, then you come down to operating efficiency, how efficiently, that company is managing its affairs, whether it's optimally utilizing its resources or not, how efficient they are, in terms of operation, profitability, capital allocation. There's a lot of things, right? And then you look into the financials of the company, how much levered that company is, what is the past financials of the company, how the forward-looking statements look like, future financials kaise honge. Finally, you look into the liquidity of the company. It may so happen that a company has great industry, great market position, fantastic operation efficiency, past financials bhi अच्छे थे, future financials bhi ठीक लगते हैं, but at the moment the liquidity of the company is in a very bad shape, right? The promoters has pledged their shares, near term liability meet करने के लिए funds नहीं है, working capital में काफी कुछ blocked है, capex है, this and that. So you can imagine the point I'm trying to make over here is there are so many things which goes into, in identify one single company which you think can grow, right? First and foremost, that company should have a small base. There are companies like HDFC, there are companies like Bajaj Finance, there are companies like Maruti, which has absolutely favorable industry, market position, operating efficiency. Financials are also good. Liquidity is also good. But that company is in a matured industry. You have a lot of competition. You have other good companies as well in the same segment, right? So even though the company qualifies in most of the parameters, the company is not in a new and unique industry, right? So that could go wrong. So there are so many things. The point I'm trying to make over here is we see hundreds of videos on YouTube. मल्टीबैगर 10,000 लगा दो 2 करोड़ हो जाएंगे, 30,000 लगा दो 200 करोड़ हो जाएंगे, ये वो. बट हैव एनीबडी टोल्ड यू कि किस कंपनी में लगाना है और उस कंपनी में क्या वो मेरिट्स हैं या नहीं? दैट इज वन थिंग. सेकंड सेट ऑफ वीडियोस यू वुड सी दैट मल्टीबैगर्स कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें, ये अच्छा होना चाहिए, वो अच्छा होना चाहिए, ऐसे होना चाहिए, वैसे. हंड्रेड्स ऑफ क्राइटेरिया, बट डू दे ऑल्सो टेल दैट विच कंपनी मीट्स ऑल दिस क्राइटेरिया? Now it's not a problem of those videos or the underlying message that those videos are trying to say. The point is, it's really very difficult to find a company जो चारों तरफ से वैसी क्वालिटी को मीट करे. वैसी कंपनीज बहुत कम होती हैं. There are 5,000 companies. Trust me, I'm in this game for almost like 1 decade. बहुत कम अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती है. Today we see that Bajaj Finance, for instance, Relaxo. आज के प्राइसेस देख के हम ये बात करते हैं, अरे अगर 20 साल पहले लगा दिया होता तो आज इतने पैसे होते हैं, 20 साल पहले इसमें लगा दिया होता तो आज ये होता. 20 साल पहले आप उसमें लगाते हैं, ये क्वेश्चन है. और लगाते तो क्यों लगाते? क्या 20 साल पहले उसकी इंडस्ट्री इतनी ज्यादा समझ में आ रही थी? 20 साल पहले उसकी ऑपरेटिंग एफिशिएंसी, उसकी मार्केट पोजीशनिंग, उसकी फाइनेंशियल्स, उसकी लिक्विडिटी, उसका बेस उतना कंपेलिंग लग रहा था? 20 साल पहले वो ऐसी कंपनी थी जैसी आज बहुत सारी कंपनीज हैं. उनमें से ऐसी कंपनी आज खोजना जो आगे चल के 20 साल बाद बजाज फाइनेंस बन जाए, एचडीएफसी बन जाए, it's really very difficult, next to impossible. No matter how many videos you go through, finding one single company is next to impossible. Nevertheless, coming back to the topic. So right now, I mean, we have been researching companies every day, and it's very, very rare that, you find companies like this, and which is why I was kind of holding my first video, so that I should start with something which I have conviction on, and I think should go well and do well, at least over the medium to longer term, if not the near term. And here we are. We have found one company. Now, before we look into this company, the potential of this company, I would just like to highlight about the industry and why I look into this company. Now, before we get into the specifics of this company, I'd just like to take you through the overall theme, the overall idea. The idea today is, I mean, it goes without saying, it doesn't need for any sort of explanation, that this is an era of e-commerce and internet. E-commerce and internet is our future. I mean, you like it, you don't like it, but you can't deny it. That's the whole point. E-commerce is growing beyond our imagination. This is the future. Just to give you a small example, 20 years before from today, just imagine, they're sitting in, say, late 90s or mid 90s. अगर आपको ऐसा बोला जाता कि 20 साल बाद आपके हाथ में एक ऐसा डिवाइस होगा जिसको यूज करके आप जूते खरीद सकोगे, जिसको यूज करके आप साबुन, शैम्पू, आटा, मैदा कुछ भी खरीद सकोगे, उस समय शायद आप हंसते कि यार उसके लिए तो बाजार जाना पड़ता है. बट आज वो हमारी रियलिटी है, राइट? वी आर यूजिंग mobiles and e-commerce websites, marketplaces to buy even the basic necessities, right? So the point I'm trying to make over here is the world is changing beyond our peace. उस समय 20 साल पहले जमाना था विप्रो, इन्फोसिस, टाटा स्टील, हिंडाल्को, स्टील अथॉरिटी, टाटा मोटर्स, जिंदल स्टील, इन सब कंपनीज का आज उठा के देख लीजिए उनके हाल. विप्रो पे तो आपको रिपोर्ट भी नहीं मिलेगी. I don't know, I could be wrong, but yes, I mean, the basic theme which I'm trying to make over here is those companies are out of interest today, right? But एक समय पे वो part of the market थी और उन्होंने वैसा रिटर्न भी दिया है. But today the future is e-commerce, the industry, and which is why we have found this company which we think qualifies on most of the parameters. We have done in-depth research. Let me tell you, this is not a multi-bagger tip situation. हम यहाँ कोई टिप नहीं दे रहे हैं, कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइस नहीं दे रहे हैं. इसमें पैसा लगा दो, 10,000 लगा दो, 20 लाख हो जाएगा, 2 करोड़ हो जाएगा, वैसा कुछ नहीं है. We are just trying. We have done a study. We believe in that. We have proper reasoning, and we have reasons to believe in that, because reasons for believing in something is really very important. There is one school of thought जहाँ पे आप देखते हो, सुनते हो और रिकमेंड कर देते हो, और जहाँ पे आप खुद कन्विक्शन होता है, आपने काफी टाइम इन्वेस्ट किया है टू अंडरस्टैंड थिंग्स फ्रॉम एवरी सिंगल एंगल, और आपको कहीं पे भी कुछ लूपहोल नहीं मिलता है. तो वैसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज लाइफ में बहुत कम आती है. साल में, आई मीन, वी हैव सीन वीडियोस जहाँ पे रोज मल्टीबैगर्स के रिकमेंडेशन होते हैं. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता, अगर रोज एक मल्टीबैगर लोगों को मिल जाए तो फिर प्रॉब्लम ही क्या है, राइट? बट the truth is, वैसे मल्टीबैगर्स लाइफ में एक या दो बार मिलते हैं. You can find various investors, जो इन्वेस्टर्स को हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, इंटरनेट पे जानते हैं, जिन्होंने काफी पैसा बनाया है, वो उस पूल के बहुत बहुत स्मॉल सैंपल हैं. और उस सैंपल में भी, पहली बात तो वो इन्वेस्टर उस पूल के बहुत स्मॉल सैंपल है, प्लस उनके इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो में एक बहुत छोटा सैंपल है जो हिट हुआ है. सो आप समझ सकते हो, मतलब वो पहली बात तो वो इन्वेस्टर ही 0.001 है, प्लस उनके पोर्टफोलियो में अगेन 0.1 हिट हुआ है. तो the probability is 0.001 into 0.1 equals to 0.0001, right? वो और ज्यादा जीरो लग जाएंगे, तो इतना डिफिकल्ट है. Anyways, coming back to the topic, e-commerce में we like this company. I don't want to keep any surprise, so let's begin with this company. Now this company is FL India Limited. We will have a different video wherein we would discuss the complete business and the market position, the operating profile, and the financials and the liquidity and the forward-looking statements of this company. But broadly, what we would like to highlight is why this company qualifies in this monthly bagger pursuit that we have today, right? And I'd just like to take you through the business of this company. Now, this business, as you can see on the website, it's absolutely unique. You would not find many companies in this particular industry doing this sort of service, at least the in the listed space. In the listed space, there's one of the unique companies which is doing this new business and has hell lot of services, business streams, revenue streams, which is futuristic in nature, which is expected to grow in nature. कल क्या होगा exact terms में किसी को भी नहीं पता. But looking at this, it looks that this company is relatively ahead of the pack and should do well. Now coming back to the criteria over here, I mean, why do we like this company? That's the whole point. Finding one multi-bagger is, I mean, like I said, you would find videos जहाँ पे रोज multi-baggers recommend होते हैं, but वैसा होता नहीं है, ठीक है? यहाँ पे तो मैंने 22 पॉइंट लिस्ट किए हैं, बट देर आर मोर देन हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पॉइंट जहाँ पे कंपनी क्वालिफाई करनी चाहिए मल्टीबैगर होने के लिए, तभी 100 टाइम्स रिटर्न मिलता है। 100 टाइम 200 टाइम्स रिटर्न कोई मजाक नहीं है, अदरवाइज हर कोई बना लेता। द आइडिया इज इट शुड बी यूनिक अपॉर्चुनिटी, राइट? समथिंग विच इज न्यू, कोई टर्न अराउंड स्टोरी नहीं होनी चाहिए। जैसे पुराने जमाने की कोई बहुत बड़ी कंपनी थी, कोई प्रॉब्लम था, उसकी वजह से शेयर प्राइस ड्रॉप हुआ, एंड देन प्रॉब्लम रिजॉल्व हो गया, तो आप बेस में पैसे लगा दीजिए, वापस कंपनी ग्रो करेगी तो आपको पैसे मिल जाएंगे। वो एक अलग थीम है, बट राइट नाउ वी आर नॉट स्पीकिंग अबाउट दैट। द कंपनी शुड बी यूनिक, इट शुड नॉट बी अ टर्न ऑन स्टोरी। एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल, जब कोई नई इंडस्ट्री आती है, ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल इज लाइक एनीथिंग। फॉर एग्जांपल कजारिया, यू लुक एट कजारिया सेरेमिक्स, ठीक है? स्वच्छ भारत एक अभियान चला था, उसके तहत अचानक ये सैनिटरी कंपनीज, टाइल्स, बाथरूम फिटिंग्स, दे ग्रोन एक्सपोनेंशियली इन दैट बैंड ऑफ 4-5 years, because that theme was new, unique and was bound to grow, right? उसमें क्या होता है, कंपनीज के बाकी पैरामीटर्स अगर थोड़ी मॉडरेट भी होते हैं तो भी वो कंपनी चल जाती है, तो वो जरूरी है। फ्यूचरिस्टिक बिजनेस होना चाहिए, दिस शुड बी अ न्यू एंड यूनिक बिजनेस। द सेम ओल्ड फाइनेंस, कार इंडस्ट्री, सीमेंट, वो नहीं होना चाहिए। मास टारगेट बिजनेस, दैट्स अगेन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, जहां पे आप मास को टारगेट करते हैं। लुक एट द कंपनीज लाइक क्रिसल, मास को टारगेट किया। लुक एट द कंपनीज लाइक एचडीएफसी, मास, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स, रिटेल बैंकर्स, रिटेल पे फोकस किया। लुक एट ऑल द एफएमसीजी कंपनीज, रिटेल टारगेट, जहां पे आप रिटेल को टारगेट करते हो, यू आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑफ few industries, you are not dependent of few customers, you have a huge pool. Basic example, look at Uber, look at Ola, retail target, नॉन सिक्लिकल नेचर, इंडस्ट्री ऊपर नीचे, जीडीपी, ये वो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मार्केट लीडरशिप एट दिस मोमेंट, एफएल इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द ओनली कंपनी, लिस्टेड कंपनी एटलीस्ट सो फार आई नो, which is there in this space. Operational efficiency, again great. I'll take you through the financials of this company in a different video. Management is really very good. They have long standing experience in this particular business, and they have you know kind of core competency which is needed to take this forward. Existing financials, again, really good, very good. Like I said, we can have a separate video wherein I would take you through in detail about the business and the financials of the company. Future financials, of course, looking good. Low working capital. Now, working capital is a vast topic. Any company, no matter whatever results it has given, whatever management it has, working capital and liquidity is something, which can bring down anyone, any moment. Kingfisher, Reliance, Anila Money Group, Z Group, Imami. These are the groups. Nothing wrong in their business, nothing wrong in their leadership, nothing wrong in terms of their market position and everything. But at the moment, if you don't have working capital, you can't meet the immediate liability. You are a defaulter. So that's really very important. Low debt burden. You don't need much free cash flow to meet your near-term liability. Fast cash cycle. Look at Crystal. Anything. Look at insurance company, HDFC, AMC is the most vibrant example. The business is cash. There's nothing credit. Every transaction that happens is backed by cash. It's all cash backed transactions. That's what we call cash cow, right? Moving forward, abundant liquidity expectations means when you do business which is totally cash in nature, you don't have high debt burden, you are having a lean business model. I mean, you don't need significant capex, right, to grow your business. I mean, if you are doing a 100 crore business and if you want to achieve 500 crore scale, you really don't need to put heavy equipment plans, capex cycle and all those stuff. If that is not required, then whatever cash you are generating is kind of adding to your balance sheet, and it's all free reserve. The companies give it by way of bonus, or they kind of keep it as sort of alternative investment where they get additional return as well. Low market cap base. Now this point number 12 and 16 is really very important. Low market cap base. बहुत सारी अच्छी कंपनीज है, बजाज फाइनेंस कुछ भी गलत नहीं है, एचडीएफसी कुछ भी गलत नहीं है, मारुति कुछ भी गलत नहीं है, रिलायंस कुछ भी गलत, बट साइज इतना बड़ा है कि डबल होने में टाइम लगे। रिलायंस को सालों लग गए 10 लाख करोड़ पहुंचने में। आपको क्या लगता है कि अगले 1-2 साल में वो 20 लाख हो जाएगा? नहीं, कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है, सारे क्राइटेरियाज मीट हो सकते हैं या मैक्सिमम हो सकते हैं, बट मार्केट कैप, द बेस इज सो लार्ज कि उसको डबल होने में ऑफ कोर्स टाइम लगेगा। द रियल बेनिफिट इज व्हेन यू गेट ऑल दिस क्राइटेरिया टिक टिक टिक, सब टिक हो, प्लस मार्केट कैप भी स्मॉल हो। 1,000 करोड़ की कंपनी को 10,000 करोड़ 10 टाइम्स होने में शायद 1-2 साल लगे अगर सब कुछ सही हो, लेकिन 10 लाख करोड़ की कंपनी को 90 लाख या 100 लाख करोड़ की कंपनी बनने में आई डोंट नो। Please understand the underlying theme. That's what I'm trying to highlight. Interest of DIFI. This is again, now all this is the research we have done. I mean, it was not an attempt to highlight a multibagger जो हर सुबह हर शाम एक multibagger बनाए और अपलोड कर दे। Point number 20 के लिए I really want to show you something which is like an eye opener. Now this is the FL India. and there's the basically summary of how the company has performed, and the basic vitals of the company that usually most of these fintech websites kind of display. So as you can see, this company has grown phenomenally over the last 1 or 2 years. And look at the returns of this company. In last 3 months, it has done a return of almost like 85%, which is exceptional, right? Now, this is one thing which I would really like to highlight over here. Look at this. Yes, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. एक साथ 6 mutual fund houses has shown interest in this company and has taken huge ownership in this company, right? Reliance Nippon India 5%, L&T 1.7, 1.2, 1%, 0.5%, 0.02%. एक कंपनी बता दो जहाँ पे आप सडनली 6 म्यूचुअल फंड हाउसेस को एक साथ इसी कंपनी में इतना एक्सपोजर लेते हुए देखा हो, जहाँ पे पहले कोई भी एक्सपोजर नहीं था. नाउ दिस स्पीक्स फॉर इटसेल्फ, राइट? प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, टेकिंग यू बैक ऑन द स्टोरी ऑफ मल्टीबैगर. क्या होता है पहले के मल्टीबैगर आज क्यों मल्टीबैगर नहीं बन पाते, वो मल्टीबैगर्स के क्राइटेरियाज कितने होते हैं, वो एक ऐसी कंपनी मिलती है जो क्वालिफाई करे या एटलीस्ट उसके लक्षण ऐसे लगे कि आगे चल के मल्टीबैगर हो सकते हैं. बेस स्मॉल हो, जहाँ पे ग्रो करने का स्कोप हो. ट्रस्ट मी, इट्स नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल टू फाइंड. हर दिन मल्टीबैगर फाइंड नहीं होते, लाइफ में एक या दो ही होते, वो भी 0.0001% लोग आइडेंटिफाई कर पाते हैं. हम जिन लोगों को वेबसाइट्स पे देखते हैं और जिनके बारे में सुनते हैं, जिन्होंने काफ़ी पैसा बनाया है मार्केट में, वो सैंपल नहीं है. एक सैंपल का बहुत छोटा पार्ट है. हज़ारों लोग हर दिन बर्बाद हो जाते हैं मल्टीबैगर्स खोजने में. इतना आसान होता और रोज़ अगर मल्टीबैगर्स के रिकमेंडेशन सही होते तो फिर बात ही क्या थी. Anyways, coming back to this topic, so this is one company, this is one industry. Like I said, 20 साल पहले किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं होगा कि मोबाइल पे जूते खरीदेंगे, बट आज वो रियलिटी है. This is one of those companies which we believe that has a conviction, has moat. There is a growth. The financials of the companies are really very good. The business model, the liquidity, the cash flows, and the kind of the business this company is into should do well. That's our expectations. We don't think that this is bound to turn true, but at least looking at the vitals of the companies and the broad parameters, including the sub parameters, all looks in place. And the most important part is the base of the company is really very low. So all put together should kind of help the company to grow, at least over the medium to longer term, if not the near term. So that's the idea. And with that, I would like to end this video here. If you really like this, I mean, this is one of the companies which we have been researching for almost like 6 months now, and finally we had mustered courage to kind of put a video around it, and we'd keep on analyzing this company. And if you guys are really very interested, we would love to have an in-depth discussion on the business financials and individual specifics of this particular company. Finally, there is a request. If you think that we are one of those serious analysts who believe in doing some serious research around the companies, and where we have reasons to give about whatever we are trying to explain, then please like the video and subscribe. We would be coming up with much more better ideas moving forward. That's the entire objective of having this channel. And with that, there is one disclaimer as well. Now, whatever we have explained in this video over the last couple of minutes, this is our belief. We have done research, and we have gone through a lot of material which is already there in public domain, relative comparison, peer comparison, both on industry and the company as well. And we have shared our opinion, which is positive about this industry, this company, this theme, and hence the video. But it's not by any stretch of imagination. This is not a recommendation. I mean, if at all you believe in us, and if you share our positive thoughts about this company, FL India Limited, before investing, before putting your hard-earned money, you should also do a similar sort of research, instead of going by the tips and multi-baggers videos, which is all over there in YouTube or on internet. Please try to do some analysis, apply your own reasoning, take consultancy from your financial advisor, experts, and then if you believe, try to put some money, not your entire portfolio, but a very nominal portfolio on this particular company. Don't take investment decisions basis our video. This video is for awareness, for sharing our thoughts, for sharing our hard work, and the research which we have done, the holistic approach that we have in terms of looking into any company or any business. That's the whole idea. So I hope you liked it, and we'll be coming up with some more ideas and videos in the near term. If you have really liked it, once again, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.